Welcome to the love vlog. No, this is like the super duper love vlog. We're in the business of identifying really cool people who have really good ideas, and they're really stuck in tough circumstances. They lack access and all kinds of things. So in order to find these people, number one, in order to find them, we have to go and live, whether it be in the United States and maybe in Kentucky, or maybe in California, or in West Africa, Sierra Leone, or in Guatemala or Ethiopia. We have to go, you have to listen. So our whole foundation is really simple. Go, listen, learn, love, and assist. We do that with the Peace Corps model. So that's what we're doing, First Things Foundation, right, Gina? I just want to do a little account of what some other folks are doing. And then I want to relate it to love. Because out in the field, guys, there's a whole industry of poverty alleviation. It's a billion, double billion, triple billion, $52 billion in 2014. And I haven't even looked at the numbers recently, $52 billion just from the United States. But if you count the whole world, you're talking about $300 billion flying around to help poor people. It's kind of crazy time if you think about it. And one of the reasons for that, Ryan, you know, is scaling. Everybody wants to scale. So they find the answer to malaria and then they scale mosquito nets. Without going into it, there is a thought process that most of you don't know when it comes to your money. There's a fly buzzing around, and how it's spent. And I want to give you a little insight. The United Nations, which we contribute to and all the nations contribute to, recently advertised for someone to work in Guyana in South America. They offered a 25-day contract to this particular person. And this particular person happened to be an American that was going to go to Guyana. And you're going, what does this got to do with love? Well, we'll tie it in. And this person was going to go and do this. Ryan, this is your invitation. Ryan, I'd like you to go in accordance with the UNDP GEF procedures. UNDP is hiring you as an individual contractor to develop the MSP program for strengthening technical capacities to mainstream and monitor Rio Convention implementation through policy coordination. Don't worry, I know I'm reading fast, I'm not being fair to it. You'll see it written and you'll be just as confused. For submission to the GEF Secretariat, fully compliant with the enforced GEF rules and standards as a part of the GEF Project Preparation Grant. What? Okay, it goes on, and eventually it says that you will work for 25 days, and if you have a master's, you could get paid as much as $300 to $550 a day. And if you have a PhD in this particular Monitor Rio Convention skill, then you can get paid $1,000 a day. So for 25 days going to Guyana, and believe me, you're not living in a mud hut there, you can get paid $25,000 and stay in a hotel and not have any flies on you. That's an awesome job. I just don't have the PhD, but I'm close. So I can get paid 25 grand in a month to work for the UNDP to get poverty alleviation, and it's crazy time. So why am I bringing this up? There is love. There is an attempt by the UN. This is not total destruction of the UN. There is an attempt to love people. However, we're going to do it in monitoring Rio Convention GEF procedures. I get it. But the problem, right, Ryan, in some level is the system has overcome the individuals and their desire to love. The system has eaten them. And now from within it, they have to try to love the people they're trying to serve this way. It's not that people don't want to do right. They haven't created a system to do right. So what we're trying to do, right, when you went to Ethiopia, could we just live right next to the people that we're just trying to help? Could we get an invite? Not from a government? That'd be good, right? Like just from a lady. Then you live there for a couple of years, not for 25 days? How about the language? Like, I don't even know if that guy has to speak the local language, like the native language. For sure that guy's not speaking the Indian language in Guyana, right? That's not happening. What's going on? And so I think it's this. It's just about love. It's just about who's willing to actually sacrifice. Ryan, did you get a badge when you came back from Ethiopia for sacrifice? I don't think you got one of those.
No.
We don't want a badge. I'll speak for myself. I just want to be better. And if I go and sacrifice, I might. And that's it. Yeah, I got to pay bills though, right? You got to pay bills. So maybe not everybody in the whole world can go. A lot of young people go. But if you want to do it right, you got to be close. And if you want to be close, you got to live like folks who are supposedly the ones who are suffering. And then a weird thing happens. You figure out they're not suffering the same way you thought they were. They're actually doing pretty good. I was showing a video to my students, I'm also a teacher, from my time in West Africa when we were doing this kind of work. I happened to be in the Peace Corps at the time. And the video was just of people I lived with. And the people I lived with were like people I had names for, right? Like there was Bakari and there was Lassina, and they were just there. And I would walk around the video with my little video camera in the 90s and showed them. And then I showed the students, hey guys, you want to see an African video of when I was working? Yeah. And I'm showing the video and I'm looking away. Oh guys, there's Bakri, right? And there's, oh, look at, there's Maria. Oh look, this is nice, look at that. And then I look back and the whole class is like this. They look so sad. They look totally depressed. And then I looked again, I thought maybe, did someone get hit by a car? And I looked, but no one got hit by a car. I realized, oh, they're looking at their clothes. And their clothes are their work clothes for the day. And they're raggedy because they're out working the farm, you know? And they're looking at the kids, some of the kids had little bellies that are probably not that healthy for them. But here's my point. What they were seeing was so fundamentally different from what I was seeing. And here's the scary part. If they grow up, and they're smart kids, to run programs that help people in Africa, and they haven't lived in Africa for an extended period of time, those faces are going to make policy for those people. That's a disaster. Because the people I saw were not the people they saw. So what is love? I think it's about experiencing other people's lives in a really profound way and sacrificing your own on some level. You down with that?
Yeah, I think that the concept of charity, when well intended, if it's not done with an understanding of who you're trying to help and for what reason, it gets misconstrued and can often not help out in the long run.
It's hurtful. And so our whole model of love is, sorry, you have to go. And not for 2 weeks. Sorry, you have to go for 2 years. You have to. No, you can do other stuff. We love people who donate. There's various ways to be a part of the picture, but without that part, the picture is a disaster. So the love log, go, experience, sit, be with your people, whoever they are, your uncles, your aunts, sit with them, hear, listen. It's preachy again though. How about also this? Wonder aloud, who do I really know? How well do I really know them? Peace, love log from the Job family household. Ryan, thanks, man. Peace, love log.